Okay, so good day, everyone. Today we are going to journalize a problem, which is an activity given to you last time. Okay, so this is the answer. Let's start with the problem. Okay, so Mina Yoko owned a computer shop named Yoko Computer Services. She opened her business on January 1, 2020 and completed the following transaction for the first month. So if you're going to check, this is a computer shop, yung business is a service business. Okay, hindi siya nagbebenta ng computer, but nagpaparent siya ng computer services, nagbibigay ng computer services. So it's not a merchandising business, it's not a manufacturing business, but it is a service business. Okay, so let's start with the first problem. Okay. Before that, let's check muna yung chart of accounts natin. So, kapag mag-journal entry na tayo, ito yung mga account title na gagamitin natin. Okay, cash, accounts receivable, computer equipment, accounts payable, Yoko capital, Yoko drawing, service revenue, rent expense, communication expense, utilities expense, and salaries and wages. Let's start. Okay, so the first problem sa January 1 is owner invested 400,000 cash along with computer equipment that had a market value of 110,000 2 years ago but was now worth 90,000 only. So pag ganito yung problem natin, ang i-record natin is the amount on the day or on the period na na-receive mo yung item. If this is 110,000 2 years ago, pero nakuha mo siya ng 90,000, you are going to record the 90,000. Okay? And then, nag-invest siya ng 400,000 cash. So, there is an increase in cash and there is an increase in computer equipment. Yan, i-debit natin yan. Both cash and computer equipment, nasa asset po itong mga ito. Okay, and you are going to credit. There is an increase in capital. So, magki-credit tayo ng capital because the normal balance ng capital is credit. If it increases, you are going to credit it. Do not forget to put the description. Okay, to record investment in cash and equipment. How do you know if a transaction is affecting the capital of the owner? Okay, you always have the guide here, the word investment. Pag sinabing invested yan, capital yan. Sigurado. Pwedeng nabawasan, pwedeng nadagdagan. Okay? So there. But usually investment increases. Okay? Next one we have paid 14,000 cash for the rent of office space for the month. Nagbayad ka ng rent. So nabawasan ka ng cash. Okay? Ano yung counterpart nung cash na binayaran mo is your rent expense. The normal balance of expense is a debit. It increases, kaya i-debit mo ngayon si 14,000. Okay, ano yung counterpart ni rent expense? Cash. Bakit naka-credit si cash? Kasi there is a decrease in cash. Do not forget na ang point of view natin dito is the business. Yan. Okay, so there. Next, we have January 4, third transaction. Purchased 11,000 of additional equipment on credit due within 30 days. Okay, so pag on credit, as I mentioned before, it is not yet paid. Hindi pa po yan bayad. Okay. We have here an entry for January 4. So in this case, bumili ka ng computer equipment, nagkaroon si business ng computer equipment. So there is an increase in asset. Okay? That's worth yan. But since yung binili mo, hindi ka naman nagbayad ng cash, utang pa lang yan, so it should be an increase in utang, which is your accounts payable. To record acquisition of computer equipment on credit. Okay. Next transaction. January 8th. Okay. Completed a work for a client and immediately collected 35,000 cash. Nakakollect si business ng 35,000, so there is an increase in cash. I-debit mo yan. And what is the counterpart of that one? That is your service revenue. The normal balance of service revenue is credit. Since nag-increase yung revenue natin, you credit it. Pero kung nag-decrease yan, i-debit mo yan. Do not forget the description, transaction description, to record collection from service rendered. Number 10, January 10. Completed work for a client and sent a bill for 26,000 to be paid within 30 days. In this case, you have rendered a service but the client didn't pay yet. Okay? So, ang cash, kapag hindi pa natin yan nare-receive, we call it accounts receivable, and accounts receivable is an asset. Since in the transaction, nagkaroon ka ng receivable from a client, there is an increase in asset, then it should be debited. Okay, what is the counterpart of that one? The service revenue. Yan. Okay, so do not forget this one, and there. Next transaction, 12. Purchase additional equipment for 7,000 in cash. You buy something. You buy additional equipment. Equipment is an asset. Did it increase? Yes. Okay, so the normal balance of asset is debit. It increases, so you debit computer equipment. And then, you paid it in cash. Nagbayad ka ng cash. So, nabawasan si Yoko Computer Services ng cash. Makikredit tayo ngayon ng 7,000. Cash is an asset. The normal balance is debit. Pag nag-increase, i-debit mo. Pero in this transaction, nag-decrease yung cash ng business, kaya mo siya i-credit. Okay, to record additional computer equipment. Next, 15. Paid an assistant 5,200 cash as wages for 15 days. Nagbayad ka ng salary here. So, ang salaries and wages natin is part of expenses of the business. Okay? Isang expense po yan. Ngayon, ang expenses, ang normal balance niya is debit. Nadagdagan yung expenses mo kasi nagbayad ka nga ng salary. So, i-debit natin ngayon si salary worth 5,200. And then you paid it in cash, right? Okay, binayaran mo siya in cash. Si business, nabawasan yung cash. Iki-credit mo ngayon si cash. Okay, so ang iniisip lang natin kapag nag-journal entry na tayo, yung 6 questions na na-mention ko in the previous video. Okay, what is the value received? What is the value parted with? Ano yung element? Okay, saka yung normal balance niya. Magkano ang i-record mo? Nag-increase ba or nag-decrease? Yung pang 6, let me just check. I'll put that in the comment below. Okay, so there. Where are we? 18, January 18, collected 14,000 on the amount owed by the client. If you remember dun sa 10 transaction natin, si client hindi pa nagbabayad sa atin. Okay, so sa January 18, okay, and this date, nagbayad na siya ng 14,000. So, naka-receive ka ngayon, si business, naka-receive siya ngayon ng cash na worth 14,000 at nabawasan yung accounts receivable, which is 14,000. Okay, dito, nagkaroon ka ng increase in accounts receivable. Pagdating dito, since nagbayad na si client, nabawasan na rin yung accounts receivable mo. Kaya siya i-credit. Okay. So dito, nakikita nyo yung importance ng normal balances ng bawat account title. So you should be familiar dun sa mga account title na ito. Kung saan ba sila, nasa asset ba sila, under ba sila ng liability, are they under ng revenue or expenses. Okay, depende po yan sa transaction. Next, we have 25. January 25. Paid 11,000 cash to settle the liability on the equipment purchased. If you remember, nagkaroon tayo ng utang nung 25. January 4. Okay. Bumili tayo ng computer pero hindi pa natin binayaran. Nung January 25, nagbayad na tayo. Okay. So here. Okay. Ang normal balance ng accounts payable is credit. Accounts payable is under liability. In this transaction, there is a decrease in accounts payable. That's why we are going to debit it. Okay. Since nagbayad ka, there is also a decrease in may bawas din yung cash mo. So, you are going to credit it. To record payment of equipment purchased on credit on January 4. Next, we have January 28. Owner withdrew 500,000 cash for personal use. Ngayon, si owner, again, separate si owner sa si business. Okay, so hindi porket owner siya, pwede siyang kumuha ng pera. Remember na ang isang business is a artificial na organization. Let's say an organization, a person. So in this case, since there is a decrease in cash, okay, magki-credit tayo ng cash here. Ano ang counterpart nito? We are not going to use capital. Okay, we are going to make another account title which is withdrawals, kung saan natin nilalagay lahat ng mga withdrawal ng owner. Yan. Okay, so ang normal balance ng drawing is debit. Okay, since this is under contra capital account, okay, so the normal balance is debit. We have the next one here, January 30. Completed work for another client who paid only 30,000 as 50% payment for the computer service rendered. So you analyze the transaction. Kung 50% lang ang 30,000, ano ang total revenue ni Yoko Computer Services? It is 60,000. So naka-receive lang si business ng cash na 30,000. So there is an increase in cash. And then, yung remaining na 50% is receivable pa lang yan. Marireceive pa lang niya. So that is 30,000. And the rest, the counterpart of this one is the service revenue, which is 60,000. Ganyan po. So if you're going to see this one, kahit 30 lang ang nakikita nyo ditong amount, you have to analyze the transaction, okay? 30 plus 30 is 60. The debit side is always balanced dapat kay credit side. So if this is 60,000, it is equal to the credit side, which is also 60,000.